show on television. It is my first opportunity to work with this enjoyable couple, and we are going to have fun in this hour. Good morning to both of you. How are you?
We're so good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm telling you. You brought us an amazing lineup. A lot of the items that we're going to talk about are clearance sale priced and low prices for the very first time ever. Are you awake out there in Utah yet?
Barely. We're trying to not wake up all of our kids before school, but it's all right. We're happy to be here.
Well, let's jump right into it. These are the No.9 by Home Love set of etched glass round lanterns. And I know both of your love and affinity for antiques, but you're bringing us brand new items that have this feel of nostalgia. And you know how they always say they don't make them like that anymore? Well, guess what?
Yeah.
Candace and Andy make them like that still. These are heavyweight glass. The black feels like wrought iron. They're substantial, they're weighty, they're wonderful. And just a tea candle in each one adds a mood and an ambiance to any room. I've got 3 colors for you. I've got a gold, which looks like it's been hand hammered. I've got the black, which looks like wrought iron. And then the silver that you bring to us has almost an old-fashioned nickel-plated feeling to it. How did you come up with this particular idea on these two? Because I think this is a great way in which to begin.
Yeah, what you'll see with the whole line, like you said perfectly, is we wanted to bring that old world antique feel into modern pieces. You know, we find so many pieces at an antique store and we think, oh man, that's a one-of-a-kind find. I wish other people could have that. I wish I could find this again. So with these lanterns, this is one of those things that it's not like, oh, I found this one time. It's something we're making today that has the same old world feel and craftsmanship that we find in antiques.
We can finally share our favorite objects.
And you've done it exceptionally well. And I noticed the etching is a subtle embellishment on these. It's not designed to take center stage. That glorious welcoming shape does that for it. But it's the little touches that make a home. And that's what you both do so extraordinarily well together.
Well, we just love the candlelight look. We love having, intimate dinners. All of our kids know that we eat dinner by candlelight every night. And some of our friends have said, you're really setting them up for some high expectations when they're older, but we just love the idea of being able to sit these on the table. It could be indoor or outdoor with a little tea candle in it, and that little flicker and ambiance, it makes such a big difference. It makes every day feel like a special day, and that's really what we're trying to do with all of our kids.
Yeah, you're getting both of them for a price tag of $39.24. Today's the first day that we've made them available at that low clearance sale price. The downside is that means we cannot get a reorder. And both Candace and Andy, I know that you don't necessarily do limited editions, but we have small quantities in almost everything that we've got in the show. And if we're not going to be able to bring these back, that means that they're going to be even that much more special for those people who were able to add it to their own home decor. I think they're gorgeous. How did you two both how did you get started in home renovation?
Well, actually, the story's kind of funny because I'll let her tell it. She got me started. I was a sales guy in tech for 10 years until she fired me from my tech job and said, come work with me.
I did buy him a gold watch and said, you're retired. You have to work with me on old houses. And it was not hard to convince him to come over.
Well, again, with 7 children, I know that you were renovating an old school as a home. Are you living in that old school now?
Oh my goodness, that school building has been the most amazing place, and our kids watched it go from literally sticks inside to a finished home, and it's a dream home. We love it.
Talk about taking homeschooling to the next level, making the school your actual home. Listen, I wasn't the best student. That might be my worst nightmare, is having to live in a school.
We made sure it doesn't feel too much like a school anymore. It just feels like a home now.
Yeah, she was a straight A student. I'm the one reliving the trauma.
Well, you bring to the equation 2 different talents, and yet everything works together with a synergy. And I love how every piece that you bring to us is more than just itself. It's about the emotion. And it's about how we feel with these items in our home. And you feel that. And that's so difficult for an artist to do, and yet you've both done it extraordinarily well. We've got a lot more to talk about this hour. Candace and Andy, stay with me. We've got more to share. You're gonna see a lot of glorious pieces for the wall. Mirrors are actually tough. Mirrors are one of the toughest things to pick out and find. So they've